Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the When Playing Against series, and today I have Prankids with me. Not exactly the best person to talk about Prankids, but I hope to at least bring up some important points when fighting against Prankids. And before I go into the video, if you're enjoying this so far, do remember to like, subscribe and comment down below as well. Hit the notification bell and join our Discord channel. And if you have some interesting replay, head down into the link in the description as well to submit your replays. You don't have to do any recording, you just need to provide me with your ID and screenshot of both you and your opponent deck list, and you can get a chance to be featured in the channel. And yeah, on to the video. So as a lot of people know about Prankids, the main thing about it is it has a lot of starter. I think there's around like 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 and plus 3 few card that's around like 14, and if you play terraforming it's like 15. So there's like nearly half of his deck is starter cards. Starter as in it just need that one card to actually bring out everything in his to sell his board. So I'll explain a bit on why later. So yeah, so the main concept of this Prankid is you can keep summon Prankid after its link or fusion summon actually, but mainly we use it for the link lah. Yeah. So when one of his normal main monster, main deck monster, it has been linked, it actually summons another one from the deck. And then the main two cards is it has this fusion and this link 4 card where it can tribute itself to either destroy all monsters on the field or destroy all back row. So that's actually the main thing for this deck, and there's other cards that support this to support this tribute effect. And then okay, this is not recycle spell, it's actually recycle monster use. So it actually also has a spell card that actually keeps recycling his Prankids. Because the main thing about Prankids is if he doesn't have any more Prankids in his deck, he can't link climb from there. So that's one thing to take note. Yeah, which I think I'll highlight it later as well. So what are some of the cards to take note? So yeah, as mentioned earlier, the main thing is this 4 Prankids monster is able to is able to special summon another of the kids out after when it's being linked or used as fusion material. So if you want to ash anything from Prankids, I'll actually prioritize ashing one of this, because once you ash one of this, it's hard for them to continue their combo, because firstly they will already have consumed their normal summon, because that's the only way Prankids can actually bring out a Prankid. Other than there's one spell card, but token summoning into a link Prankid itself is not good. It's not good enough. Yeah. So once you ash this, and if it goes through, it most probably will stop the deck for that turn, unless they already has those fusion cards in their hand. But even with that, the field won't be as scary as it is lah, if it's going for full combo. So if you can just ash it once they link this away, and when you attempt to special summon from the deck. Yeah. So I won't ash the searcher for the Prankids, I'll actually ash the Prankid itself. Yeah. Okay, next then the combat butler. I think it's combat or battle butler. Yeah. So this is one of the main card where it tributes itself to destroy all monsters on your opponent's side of the field. And yeah, this is something to take note, and take note that it's not once per turn. Okay, why did I highlight that this give me a minute, you can tell me one. Yeah, why did I highlight that this is not once per turn is because there's a card that replaces the tribute effect with something else. So it can actually attempt to tribute itself and then later tribute itself again, so you can activate it twice. And then there's the Roaring Roster, which is like the dragon version. It tributes itself to destroy all spell trap on the field. So both of these are really very strong card. One is a Raigeki effect, while one is a Harpy Feather Duster effect. And take note, they are not once per turn. Okay, so why did I highlight that it's not once per turn? It's because of this cat called Meow Meow Moo, which if a Prankid activates its effect by tributing itself, instead of tributing it, you can banish this card in your graveyard. Yeah, and if you realize this is a link 1 card, which means that you this is the one of the reason why Prankid is pretty meta right now, because you just need to summon one Prankid card and then link to Meow Moo, and then the Prankid will be able to trigger its special summon effect, and once it special summon one more, it can actually go into its link 2. So it's really very strong. And I'll say lastly, this is one card that you have to take note. Bow Wow. So other than the fact that it can brings back 2 Prankid card from the graveyard to your hand, it actually has an effect that makes all your Prankid all the Prankid card cannot be destroyed by card effect that turn. It's a lingering effect, so once it resolves the whole turn, your opponent's Prankid card cannot be destroyed by card effect. Even if you impermeate, skill drain it, it will still be protected by this effect because it's a lingering effect. Yeah, so just take note of this. So if you have stuff like Ghost Bell, you can negate this effect and then that protection effect won't happen. Yeah. So this is something to take note. If let's say you see a dog, they will usually try to end their first turn field with a dog, and then the next turn they will use the dog effect to protect all their Prankid monster. So imagine with this effect lingering, and then you have a better butler on the field. There's no way you can remove this better butler other than like Kaiju. So it's a really very strong field. So earlier I also mentioned that there's like this extender thing where if let's say you ash one of his Prankid, how do they continue to combo? So there's this Prankid prank card where you discard 1 Prankid card and then you can special summon a token. Yeah, so this is one way how they can bring continue their combo if they got Ash, but usually they play only like 1 copy of this. Yeah, and the token that is summoned by this is a fire type, and I don't think it matters that much. But another effect to take note is it has a recovery effect where at the end phase they shuffle back 3 Prankid cards and then draw 1 card. This is very important for them because they use up their resource very fast. So this card actually helps to recycle everything. Yeah. And lastly, totally awesome. This is not part of the archetype, but it's something to take note, and especially after they summon the combat butler during your turn, and then once you return back to their turn, they will most probably have these two drop C here, which is a water level 2 type, which 2 of them will be able to exit into totally awesome, which gives them 1 negation. Yeah, so this is something really very important as well, because Prankids don't have any negation, it's just a bunch of exploding the field, so this actually gives it a lot of advantage. So talking so much about Prankids, so what are the main what are the main general concept to stop this deck? I think I already highlighted some of them, but let's go into it. So general concept to stop the deck is stop the player from linking and bringing out more Prankids. Yeah, so this is something that once you stop them from bringing out, they can't link climb, and then they will be just stuck with very small monster, which is not very significant. And Prankids does not have any interruption, any negation. So once you stop it, it's really just a lot of small monster on the field that can't do anything. Then stop him from special summoning, from fusion summoning, or having the material to fusion summon. So that he actually has this quick play fusion card, but it requires them to use either on field or from hand. So if let's say you manage to stop them from adding more Prankids card to their hand with Ghost Spell, they won't be able to fusion summon for their combat for their better butler. Yeah. So that's one way to stop, because to me, to be honest, I feel that the better butler is the main card that makes the deck scary. Yeah, the Meow Moo is the one that supports it to make it even more scarier, but the better butler is one of them that makes it hard to deal with Prankids. Yeah. So there's a few variety. I mean, a few cards that make it scary, but these are the 4 that to me makes the deck meta. Okay, let's go back. Okay, then next is stop the dog and the bird effect to add back the Prankids from graveyard to hand. Yeah, so like I mentioned just now, Ghost Bell either the dog or the bird, which is this is the dog, but the bird I didn't show it here. But yeah, this either one of them. So to stop the bird or the dog to take back cards, that's one way to stop them as well. And then another one is just to make sure everything is banished, because once it's banished, they won't be able to pick them up, or they won't have material to bring back to your hand after that. So this is something that if you really hate Prankid that much, just get maybe Macro Cosmo or something like that if you're going first, of course. Yeah. So some of the main cards to stop this deck, and of course Ghost Bell, because Ghost Bell helps to recycle cards. So either sending back to the deck or sending back to the hand, Ghost Bell will stop it, and then they won't have materials to fusion summon. And the dog will also not have the effect to protect their Prankids from being destroyed by card effects. And then next is of course Dimension Shifter, because this card banishes everything. So they won't really want to link the Prankids away, knowing that dimension shifter is actually on the has its effect resolved, because they really want to take back as many Prankids as they can from their graveyard to their hand. So with dimension shifter, it actually stops the deck quite badly. And of course Ash Blossom, so just need to Ash their Prankid when they attempt to special summon from the deck. Of course, if you got caught by the grave, I mean that's a pretty sad thing, but that's one way to stop them. They will definitely call by the grave your Ash if you try to Ash their Prankid special summon effect. And lastly, if you are going first, Gozen Match really works very very well here, because they are all different types. So if you realize, they have 4 different types here, and then Battle Bar is wind, and then the Roaring Roster is water, and then Meowmoo is earth, and then the dog is fire. So there's like so many different types here. So by placing your Gozen Match on the field, they won't be able to do anything at all actually. Yeah, so this is a really really very strong card against Prankids. Yeah. So that's roughly all for Prankids. So just a quick recap. These are the 4 cards that you really want to take note, including the bird. But to me, the Bow Wow is one of the more significant card, because it protects their Prankids from being destroyed. Yeah, and their Meowmoo, if you can banish this card, just banish this card, just to make sure they can't trigger the destroy effect twice. Yeah. So yeah, mainly that's it. So hopefully this series has helped quite a number of you guys from when playing against such deck. And if there's any other deck that you'd like me to talk about, do feel free to comment down in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to do up a video, because I'm actually curious on what are some of the decks that everyone would like to know how to play against. And if I know, then I will try to explain as much as I can. Yeah. And yeah, if you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell, and also join our Discord channel. And likewise, if you have any interesting replay, do submit it via the link in the link description below. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.